What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Best Bet Show. Thank you all for the support. We are fresh off a 2-0 show sweep right there. Bailey Ober over 5.5 hits allowed, and Shane McClanahan under 1.5 walks. We'll walk through that in a second. We're going to have two plays today again, and then also talk through which games we're going to target offensively. Already posted the Nerfy. You know what to do. Hit like on this video. Please leave a comment. It feeds the algo, helps me out. And if you cashed and made some money, I appreciate you supporting all this free stuff as well. Now let's dive in. Again, 2-0 on the show. We did go 3-0 in the VIP as well. We added Framber Valdez. We're on an 18-4 MLB play run. I know a lot of you guys came here for the Nerfies. You're here to stay for the Nerfies. And make sure you're playing everything. And make sure you're spending most of your money on these straight bets and sprinkling the fun for the Nerfies. Because the Nerfies are fun. We're going to go on another run, but make sure you're keeping that money in your bankroll and playing everything. So that being said, let's dive into today's slate. Now, we have Bryce Miller over 4.5 hits allowed. Again, I do send these plays a majority of the time in the morning in the Dub Club, so the lines may move. But minus 136 on DraftKings for Bryce Miller over 4.5 hits allowed. And we can look at why we like it. We know Bryce Miller, again, just like we had with Bailey Ober and his low walk rate, you want to target over hits allowed in those situations if you think they're going to struggle. I could take Bryce Miller under outs because the Brewers do walk a ton. That is a ton of green, especially lately, last 30 days in the full season. But he doesn't really walk a lot of guys. Look at his game log. 1 walk, 2 walks, 2 walks, 1 walk, 1 walk, 4 walks there within 0, 0, 0, 0. He does not really walk guys, and that is my concern. This is like what's the phrase? A movable, whatever it is, like meets a whatever object. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean? Where he's either going to walk some guys because the Brewers can get walks, or he won't walk because Bryce Miller doesn't walk guys. I don't think he walks guys. If he walks 2 guys, I still think he goes over his hits allowed. This Brewers team has been struggling, but look at this ISO numbers as of late. He's been getting hit hard. Now, he has good stuff. I'm actually a big fan of Bryce Miller, but he has been struggling. And look at these numbers. 8 hits, 5 hits, 3, 6, 7, 9, 2, 5, 3. Now, what do you see as the common denominator in those low hit games, okay? 3, he's at home. 2, he's at home. 3, he's at home. The Mariners ballpark is a very pitcher-friendly ballpark. And there's also this glare that they have that helps him get strikeouts, which is why you see his strikeout numbers. He kind of fell off a little bit, but had 6 here, 3 on the road, 8 at home, 11 on the road versus Pitt's crazy, but 7 every home game before this was like 7 Ks, 6 Ks, 7, all these Ks, 8 Ks were at home. But on the road, 8 hits allowed, 6 hits allowed, 9 hits allowed, 5 hits allowed. 4 is crazy and 1 is crazy here, which 2 dominant games on the road. But other than those 2, 5 hits and 8 hits, he's allowed 5 hits in every single road start. Brewers team and offense is very good. I think 4.5 is just too low of a line here. So I'm taking over 4.5 hits allowed for Bryce Miller. And my second play is going to be Colorado and the Dodgers. That's Colorado Rockies, Los Angeles Dodgers. Both teams to score 2+ F5. Now, for my FanDuel people, I'm not a big fan of FanDuel when it comes to placing good props for straight bets that I think will win. FanDuel does a great job at making the UI great, making it easy to use. Everyone loves it, but they really do a good job at making sure that they will take a lot of your money. And that's because you can't bet someone's under hits, runs, RBIs. You can't bet their under hits. You can't bet their under total bases. But you can on DraftKings. You can on MGM. You can on Caesars. You can on every other book. Because what happens on the unders? If you can only bet the overs, they can juice the odds one side because there's no volume or no money coming on the other side. So FanDuel does a good job at that. So a lot of my straight bets won't be on FanDuel. Sometimes they'll lay a bad strikeout line or outs line and we'll take it. But other than that, make sure you're using other books. Colorado, Los Angeles Dodgers, both teams to score 2+ F5. This means both teams need to score 2 or more runs in the first 5 innings. This is one of my favorite bets to take because we can go here and go look at earned runs, okay? Earned runs is obviously what the pitchers are going to allow, earned runs. We have Ryan Feltner here at 3.5, and we have Eric Lauer here at 3.5. Now, it is juiced under on 3.5. But again, if both guys allow 2 runs in the first 5 innings, we cashed this bet. And I think the Dodgers are going to torch Ryan Feltner. So this is really a discount on the Rockies to score 2 runs. And I think they're predicted to score 3. But in this way, if the Dodgers get it out the way, they score 2. We just need the Rockies to get 2. And I love the price here. Again, one of my favorite bets to take in all of baseball. We've been very good at them this season. And you do target them in Coors Field in these good weather games where a home run may do the trick for you. So those are my 2 best plays. We are on an 18-4 run. Make sure you're hitting like, you're subscribing to my YouTube. And if you want to get new user bonus, deposit $10, get $25 on Novig. Use code Chucks. Helps me out, helps you out. It's brand new, live in 47 states. So if you haven't gotten it yet, get the new user bonus. Go check it out. It's peer-to-peer. They have a lot of these fun markets. But that's it for the show today on my best bets. And now we can go dive in on which games I think you should target hitter props in. And I really do like the Dodgers and the Rockies as far as hitter props. We're on both teams to score 2+ already. But look at these red from Ryan Feltner. That means he gets hit very hard. And even Eric Lauer, low walk rate, but he's been getting hit very hard, especially to lefties. So you could target like the Jake McCarthy's. TJ Rumfield is one of my favorite lefties to take. And you can look at the lineup here. Rumfield's probably going to bat 3rd or 4th, depending on where they put Goodman. They'll probably go lefty. I think they'll put Goodman here or Rumfield here if I had to guess, because they probably want to put a righty in the mix. I would assume so. But, I'm not the manager, so you never know. And I would take Max Muncy's been on an absolute heater. Mookie Betts has been ripping the ball very well. You can see exactly what they've done to this lineup as well. Max Muncy 2 for 10. Mookie Betts 1 for 9. Feltner's done a very good job at limiting this Dodger lineup. Kyle Tucker, can't trust him right now. Ohtani's actually struggled as well. Freddie Freeman has absolutely killed him. But obviously, this is a lot of stuff in the past, not really currently their current form. But always good to double check. The other game would be the Angels and the Astros here. These 2 pitchers have been absolute trash. The Astros, we know, can bang at home. They can hit a lot of home runs. And Christian Javier is the only guy that worries me, because if you talk Christian Javier, he usually walks a ton of guys. Now, lately, that has not been the case, but this Angels team walks a lot. So if you look here, you're going to be a little nervous taking the Angels hitter prop because he probably gets walked. I'm not going to lie. You could bet a guy to get walked, like a Mike Trout. He should have a lot of, sample size versus Mike Trout, if I had to guess. He's been hurt a lot. But Mike Trout's 1 for 18 versus Christian Javier. Only 3 walks. And Zach Neto, 2 walks there. But 1 for 18 is actually a lot worse than I expected for a guy like Mike Trout. But again, I do love the offense this year. I definitely like the Astros offense a little more. But this offense has been pretty inconsistent besides Jordan Alvarez. But I would target someone in that lineup, particularly probably a lefty, so probably going to be Jordan. If Varsho ever wakes up, I think Varsho could be a great guy. But other than that, the Royals game, we seem to have another one of these low-scoring, weird weather type slates. But there definitely is good value to take on the board. So I will be posting some RBI stuff, some hitter stuff later. Make sure to leave a comment, guys, if you want more videos like this. Free 7-day trial to all my plays in the description below as well. Come check it out. Have some fun. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.